Shri Sathya Sai Lok Seva Gurukulam online classes. Let's learn English series with Mrs. Kalpana Heblekar. So today we are going to learn a very interesting topic called verbals. How many of you know what is verbals? Okay, there are quite a few who have done the study and come. Very good. What are verbals? Verbals are verbs that act as another part of speech like adjectives, nouns and adverbs. Okay. Verbal as noun. Let us see now what is verbal as noun. When a verb is added with ing, which is gerund and act as a noun. Now what do you mean by that? Example, Ram is experienced in selling. So sell is a verb. Now we are adding ing. So it is becoming a gerund. Okay. And it is acting as a noun. Swimming is a healthy exercise. Swimming is a healthy exercise. Now let us see some more verbal as adjective. When a verb is modified as present participle or past participle. Now we already know what is present participle and past participle, and describes the noun, it acts as an adjective. Let me repeat again. Verbal as adjective. When a verb is modified as present participle or past participle and describes the noun, it acts as an adjective. Let us see. Example, he has crooked mind. He has a crooked mind. So it is a past participle. Okay, crooked. C-R-O-O-K-E-D. Crooked. Remember the spelling because this is not a common word. Crooked. Okay. The exciting teacher talked to the interesting and fascinating student. Okay. The difference between the gerund and the present participle is gerund plays the role of a noun functioning either as a subject or object of the verb. So now here it is clearly understood. See, the exciting teacher talked to the interesting and fascinating student. Okay. The difference between the gerund and the present participle is gerund plays the role of a noun. Now in the previous slide we have just read it as swimming is the healthy exercise. Okay. So there swimming is playing the part of a noun. Okay. It is coming as a noun. So functioning either as subject or object of a verb. But the present participle will usually be followed by a noun. So here we are saying, see, the exciting teacher. So teacher is a subject actually of this sentence. Okay. But now we are saying exciting, which is a present participle and which is having ing with it. Okay. So you have understood this? Very good. Now we will go verbal as adverb. A verb when preceded by to becomes an infinitive. Infinitives function as adverbs when they modify verbs, adjectives or other adverbs. Now let us see what it is. I traveled to Mumbai to participate in the competition. Okay. So now here you see, I traveled to Mumbai to participate in the competition. So now the verb when preceded. So which is the verb here? Participate. Okay. So when preceded by to becomes an infinitive. Infinitives function as adverbs when they modify verbs, adjectives and adverbs. Now you got it? Very good. Now there are three types of verbals. Okay. Now let us see what are the three types of verbals. Participle verbal, gerund verbal and infinitive verbal. Okay. Like gerunds, present participle end in ing, but unlike gerunds, they only act as adjectives. Okay. Now what are participle verbals? Now let us see what are participle verbals. A participle is a verbal that functions as an adjective participles come before the noun, they modify. Okay, these are all the points you have to really keep it in mind. So as you do the sentences, the more sentences you do, it will come to you automatically. You don't have to write anywhere. But repeat it again 2-3 times, then you will understand. A participle also functions as predicate adjective after a linking verb. Okay. Predicate adjective. Now it's a new word, right? Predicate adjective. Now let us see what is predicate adjective. When an adjective modifies the subject but is found in the predicate of the sentence, it is predicate adjective. So now we have not done subject and predicate of the sentences. That will come in the later classes. So from now, you just think of it. Okay. The dog appears happy. So now if you say subject and predicate, the dog will be the subject, predicate will be appears happy. So exactly half of that. Okay. So now you see what it is. Predicate adjective. When an adjective modifies the subject, now it is telling more about it. Okay. The dog, what happens? He is appearing happy. So the subject but is found in the predicate. See, appears is found not in the first half of the sentence, that is not in the subject, but it is found in the predicate, okay, of the sentence. It is a predicate adjective. Now you got it? Yes. When we do the subject and predicate, I will explain you more about this. Then two kinds of participle verbals. Now what are they? Present participle which end in ing. Okay. Cuckoo is a singing bird. So cuckoo is a singing bird. Okay. Past participle is a V3 form of verb. Now what is V3 form of verb? We have done all V1, V2, V3, V4, V5 we have done, right? So now you have to know it. Okay. I cannot walk with my broken leg. So see, en. Okay. It shows that it is the V3 form of the verb. Okay. Broke, broken. Like gerunds, present participle end in ing, but unlike gerunds, they only act as adjectives. Now, present participle verbals end in ing and act as adjectives. Now, let us see how it is acting as an adjective. The climax of the movie was extremely disappointing. See, extremely disappointing, it is coming last. Okay. So, the climax is coming first. Her words were depressing and negative. Her words were depressing and negative. These warm clothes help in warming up my freezing body. Okay. These warm clothes help in warming up my freezing body. Sita has to work on her essay as it's very confusing. Sita has to work on her essay as it's very confusing. He is very charming. He is very charming. So, there are many words which are new to you. Let us see the spellings. Disappointing, disappointing, disappointing. Depressing, depressing, depressing. Warming, warming, warming. Confusing, confusing, confusing. Charming, charming, charming. Okay. Now let us see some more. Past participle verbal is a V3 form of a verb which ends in ed, en, t, etc. and act as an adjective. So now we have seen en. Okay. The chemistry experiment left me very confused. See, ed is there. So when ed is there, it is a V3 form of the verb. Okay. She looked very sad and depressed. Again, here we have ed. Sita left the meeting disappointed. Here also ed, right? Were you surprised to see me early morning? Were you surprised to see me early morning? Okay, now these sentences you can use in your daily use sentences also. Okay, so don't wait for conversation English, to be a separate part of English. This is going to be all these sentences together. You just have to know where to use it and which context to use it. That's all. That is conversational English. See now, were you surprised to see me early morning? Now, this is a sentence which is commonly used, so you have to know where to use it, right? Yes, Geeta was charmed on seeing him. Geeta was charmed on seeing him. Okay. So, here all these are ed words only. So, V3 form of verb. So, thought for the day for loud reading and handwriting practice. So, as I told you in the last class, and every class I keep telling you, take a mirror and start, yourself practicing saying loudly so that you will get confidence and you can talk fluently with others also. At the same time, your handwriting. I told what is cursive handwriting and what is print handwriting, right? So, try to practice in cursive handwriting because in the long run, it will be easier for you to write fast. Okay. Remembering and chanting the name of God or Namasmarana should be done at all times and at all places incessantly. It will protect and guard you always. Be assured that no difficulties, adversities, and miseries will befall you at any time or place if you involve yourself in Namasmarana continuously. This is said by Sadguru Sri Madhusudan Sai. Okay. So now see Sadguru Sri Madhusudan Sai, where you have to keep the capital letters. So all the starting of the word, the name, it should be in capital. So Sadguru, Sadguru Sri, Sri Madhusudan, Madhusudan, and Sai, capital Sai. Okay. Yes. So thank you for watching Sri Sathya Sai Lok Seva Gurukulam online classes. Let's Learn English series. Okay. I pray to God to keep you happy and prosperous in your future endeavors. Thank you. Sai Ram.